Okay, so morning, afternoon, well, just afternoon. This morning I was working on this, filming for this, the carb on this thing here blew out that diaphragm. Can't see where yet, but it was leaking oil out, or not oil, gas out that little tiny hole. Rebuild for that thing is like $30, so I'm putting that on the back burner for now. What I want to do is make a plate that bolts onto the back where I can add these pieces of steel here for the winter time for weight. And I also may have those and then a rod coming out. I'm thinking of making it from that axle shaft there. I don't know, that's pretty heavy duty. Might use save that. But then I also have a stack of rotors here that would slide right on. Even more weight if I need it. Because I don't have tire chains for this thing yet. I do have a set of chains right there. They don't fit these tires, so they only go halfway around. So that's what I'm doing. I went to my dad's house. We had this, I have a couple of them actually. This plate of steel. I gotta cut the loop off this one. Well, there's a couple of loops. There's one down there too. And there's a piece of angles in the middle. I don't remember what this is from. Uncle Kurt, I think, got it and brought it to the house years and years ago. But I'm going to cut this out. Luckily, this here is actually wide enough to where I don't need to cut two separate pieces. That will sit over this, bolt in it up here, and then come down, bolt into these two holes here. And then I can just weld on what I need onto that plate and it'll be completely removable. What I was having issues with is I thought, because the 3-point plate bolts right here just like that, I thought the 3-point would also tie into back there. And that's 6 inches back, so I wanted to see how they had theirs set up. Because I know the sleeve hitch, it's got a bracket that comes down and then a pin that sticks out like this, and that's its pivot point. And then a bar that runs up to the hydraulics up there. The 3-point has its own hydraulic system. But that's what I'm going to do. I was going to cut this out with the plasma cutter, my brother's, but I don't feel like waiting for him to get home. I am going to have to blow a hole in it with the plasma cutter just so, because there's that fill plug there. I don't have a drill bit that size, but yep, that's that. I'll show you when I get that far. Okay, so I've got the basic shape cut out. This is going to go in there. Now I have to locate and drill those two bolt holes and also those two down there. It does have, I don't know, ½ inch, a little over. It'll hang below this point, which is, so it'll come down to here, and then width-wise, that's about centered there. I can trim the corners if I want to in the future, but other than that I can strengthen them too if I want to add the pivots for a 3-point or whatever. This hole was already there. I'd prefer it not to be because I actually have to make a hole here for the fill plug, but that I'll have to cut out with the plasma torch because I don't have a drill bit that size. That's 5/8, something like that. No, it's bigger. It's probably a little over 3/4 because these are actually 3/4 bolts. So that's that. I do have plenty more I can cut more out of. I can get 2, 3, maybe 4 more out of this one, and then there's another one, shorter piece, that I can probably get another 3 out of, so I have 7 of them. Don't use up all the steel, but I can make probably 4 or 5 different attachments for this, though. That's it. I'll show you once I get more done. I need a real drill. This sucks. Brand new bit. I'm almost through. Actually, I can see daylight through the other side. Up there at like the 2 o'clock position. So, almost there. Only 3 more to go. Alright, only one more hole to drill. It's this one here. That one's in, those 2 are in. And that'll give me, well, got a hole to blast in it yet too. But that'll give me a nice solid plate I can weld some brackets onto. It's removable, it's not going to damage the tractor at all. And then, still don't know exactly which order I'm going to put those in, but that's that. I'll give you one more final thing when it's done. You'll see that right now. Well, there she is. I didn't end up using the plasma cutter to knock that hole out. I didn't want to wait for him to get off work, so I took a cold chisel I have. This wee little guy. I chiseled all the way around it. As deep as it would go, both sides. Got the 3-pound hammer. Took me a little while, 10-15 minutes, but I got it. Did 3 sides real good, and this side real good on one side of the plate, and then I just took I have a old hitch right there. Just laid it up against there, and hammered on it, and knocked it through. Yeah, there it is. It's a 1/8 inch plate. Now I can weld what I want to on there, and it'll be good to go. I'll make a future video about actually making the weight box and stuff once I figure out how I want it to be set up. So, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.